Wizards of Darts.
Installing Autodarts on a Raspberry Pi. This is the items that are needed to complete this video guide. A SD card of minimum 32 GB. A SD card adapter. A Raspberry Pi version 4 or 5. A power supply for the Raspberry Pi. First we need to go and get the operation system for the Raspberry Pi. Go to the Raspberry Pi homepage, links are in the description for easy copy and paste. Click on the software link in the top of the homepage. Download the Raspberry Pi imager, click the one that fits your operation system. When it's finished downloading, start the installer by clicking the file. Go through the installation process and start Raspberry Pi imager when finished. First we need to select the right version of the Raspberry Pi, click on the one you have. Then we need to select a operation system for the Raspberry Pi. Select the option, Raspberry Pi OS, Other. Then select the Raspberry Pi OS Lite, 64-bit and click Next. Now it's time to insert your SD card in your computer, use an adapter if your computer don't have a port for micro SD cards. Your SD card should pop up in Raspberry Pi imager. It's very important you select your SD card, you will erase the entire drive, so be absolutely sure it's your SD card you select, and not a hard drive or another device, then click Next. Now, we have to name our Raspberry Pi. This is the name it will have on the network, for example Autodarts, but it's entirely up to you what you want to name it, then click Next. Select the capital of your country. Then the time zone of your location. Last select your keyboard's country layout. Then click Next. Now it's time to choose your username and password. This is the credentials you will need to access your Raspberry Pi over the network. When done, click Next. Now we have to select your home network, the network that the Raspberry Pi should connect to when started. Enter your home network SSID, and then your password for the home network. Then click Next. On this screen, make sure the Enable SSH is turned on. It's very important that this feature is on, else you cannot access your Raspberry Pi remotely. The use password authentication should also be turned on. Then click Next. Now you can select the feature, Enable Raspberry Pi Connect. It is a new feature and if turned on, you can remotely connect to your Pi from anywhere in the world. For Autodarts, this feature are not needed, so make sure it is turned off. Then click Next. Now we are finally ready to write the operation system to the SD card, review the summary, and if everything looks good, click Write. It will prompt you and ask if you are sure you want to do this. If you are completely sure you selected your SD card earlier, then click the button, I understand, erase and write. This will take some time, so wait for it to complete. We will do some wizard magic and jump forward in time. When finished, a screen saying, Write Complete appears. You can now take your SD card out of the computer and click Finish. The first step are now done. Now the Raspberry Pi have the required software and are ready for having Autodarts installed. First insert the SD card into the Raspberry Pi and power the Raspberry Pi on. Wait for a minute for the Raspberry Pi to load. Meanwhile you can copy the commands you need for this step, they should be in the description of this video. The commands needed can be seen here in my notepad. Then we need to open a terminal window as administrator, right-click the Windows logo and select Terminal as administrator. This is the interface we will need to complete this next step. You will be prompted, when starting the terminal, simply click Yes to continue. Now you see a command line prompt. We will start by logging into the Raspberry Pi. Type SSH space. The username you choose earlier. The @ and the name of the Raspberry Pi you choose earlier. Then hit enter on the keyboard. If the system asks you, if you are sure you want to continue, simply type yes and hit enter. Sometimes this step is not needed, so don't be confused if it don't appear. It will now ask you for the password. Enter the password you choose earlier and hit enter. Now you should be logged into the Raspberry Pi. First we will start by updating all software on the Raspberry Pi. Copy and paste the command, sudo apt update. Then hit enter. This will check if any software updates are needed. When finished, copy and paste the command, sudo apt full upgrade y. Then hit enter. This will update all software that needs updating. It can take some time, so wait for it to finish. We will do some wizard magic and jump forward in time. When finished, copy and paste the command, sudo reboot. Then hit enter. This will restart your Raspberry Pi. You will get disconnected from the Raspberry Pi now. Wait 1 minute for the Raspberry Pi to get online again. Now we have to log on to the Raspberry Pi again. This is the same process as we did the first time. Now we are ready to actually install Autodarts on the Raspberry Pi. This is done by a command that downloads the software and installs it in one go. Copy and paste the command. Bash curl sl get.autodarts.io. Then hit enter and wait for it to finish. That's all, your Raspberry Pi is now fully functional with Autodarts running. Autodarts will start automatically when you power on the Raspberry Pi. Next step is to register an account with Autodarts. Go to the website, play.autodarts.io in a browser, and register a new account. Link is in the bottom of the form. Type in what are needed and an email are sent to you. Here you must verify your email by clicking a link. Then your account are created and ready for use. Now log on to your account at the website, play.autodarts.io. When logged in, you will see the Autodarts Play site, with the different types of games and options. Go to My Boards in the menu on the left side. Click on the Register board in the top right corner. Now you can name your dart board, choose whatever you want and click Register. You will see two codes, one board ID and an API key. Copy and paste these to a notepad and save them for later. Now it is time to connect the Raspberry Pi to your dart board and the cameras. Make sure the Raspberry Pi are turned off. Connect the 3 USB cables from the cameras to the Raspberry Pi. Use the 2 blue ports on the Raspberry Pi and one of the black ports. Turn on the Raspberry Pi. Wait 1 minute and the Raspberry Pi should be ready. Now we need to connect to the Raspberry Pi in a browser. In the address field, type the name of your Raspberry Pi and a colon and then 3180. 3180 is the port that Autodarts uses to communicate with the outside. Now you see your control panel for your dartboard. Next select the config option in the top menu. In the two fields, board ID and API key, copy and paste the codes you got earlier from the Autodarts Play site. Then click Save. Your cameras should be visible in just seconds. If they don't show up, refresh the browser and you should see all 3 cameras and your dartboard. Turn on the option, Calibrate on Startup. The system will calibrate whenever the Raspberry Pi is starting. Click on the button Calibrate. If 3 blue circles appears over the boards and a red area covering the 20 section, then the system is working and ready to detect some darts. Now go to the website, play.autodarts.io and log in if you are not already. Then go to My Boards, and you should see your board is running. Now you are ready to play whatever games you should prefer. Remember to click subscribe and like my video if you found it useful. Thanks.